government name is J.M. Devon, but my pen name is Eros. I'm originally from Goldsboro, North Carolina, but I'm currently living in Baltimore, Maryland. The desire to write first started when I was 6 years old. My aunt had a brown typewriter that I was absolutely fascinated with. She wouldn't let me type on it because she thought I wasn't old enough. But shortly thereafter, my mother, she bought me a Sears typewriter, and I tell you, it hurt my fingers every single time I typed on it. But afterwards, she bought me an electric Olympia eggshell and white typewriter, one of those real good ones. I always wanted to write my life story, but I never got past the first page. It took 12 years. I believe it could have taken less time, but I procrastinated. That was my fault. I procrastinated in writing it because at that time I was working for the church and I was afraid I'd get fired. Of course, it happened anyway in 2018. And once it happened, I just decided to get off the dome and finish the book no matter what. Now, the second book, it took me less time because I knew where I wanted to go and I knew the characters. I just decided to add some more to make the broth a little bit interesting. So it has like trans characters, it has heterosexual characters, it has all types of characters in this one. So it makes it a little bit more well-rounded. The question of the day. I chose that title because of a life lesson that I had recently become privy to. And simply put, we all choose our types of pain, whether we know it or not. And in our community, the LGBTQ community, we have two types of people, at least the way I see it. Those who live life in honesty and those who do not. If you live life in honesty, then you're signing up for a lesser pain. And you might go through a season of being ostracized or picked on or just shunned by family, friends, and coworkers. And you know how you have one person where people say, I don't want to have nothing to do with them because they're gay. But if you have a good support system, then those pains will lessen and the joys will become greater. The other pain is when people are not honest with who they are. And that's a greater pain for me because that pain goes on and on and on, even through marriages, through children, through churches that we attend, through jobs. It's a pain that just keeps on going until we get to the place where we say, no, I'm gonna live my life in honesty and I don't care who likes it and who hates it. And I got to that place when I saw myself in the mirror and I saw the residuals of everybody else. And I said, I need to live my life in honesty and hopefully encourage other people to do the same. Shades is a book about self-love. It's a little bit of life story, color and activity, humor, and good old-fashioned horses from a country boy. It deals deep into questions that we sometimes ask ourselves when we navigate through life. It also talks about ways to kiss your own ass. And you have to kiss your own ass sometimes and be happy with who you are. I mean, you spent time kissing everybody else's ass. Why leave your own self out? This book is different in that I'm not only using my literary ability, I'm also using my artistic ability. And I'm talking about the LGBTQ community, I'm talking about the church, I'm talking about autism, I'm talking about a little bit of my life story, I'm talking about it all. And the good thing about this is that I'm using my own voice to do it. A lot of times you have to write as yourself in order to let people know, hey, I relate to this. I know what it's like to be ostracized. I know what it's like to be told that you were less than worthy. To be really honest, I don't know what's next for me. I never know. I never know what's next for me. I know I'm looking at doing a children's book. I'm looking at doing different things, and the children's book is about a daydreamer, somebody who daydreams all the time. But I don't know what's next for me. I know I want to do a third chapter in the Fellows series. I started it, but I'm still trying to navigate through it. So hopefully I will have navigated through it, and a third book about the Fellows will make its way on the stands.